can't do this. I can't do this. I forget to start. All right, here we go. Hello and welcome to Orioles Podcast Feud, hosted by Give That Fan a Podcast. This is a Family Feud-style double elimination, trivia-ish off-season tournament featuring your favorite Orioles podcasts. We appreciate you tuning in to watch the show. You can follow along with us live on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. Audio versions can be found later on Spotify, Apple, pretty much wherever you want. Everything is posted to utahstreetreport.com. I do not own the rights to the upcoming intro music. Please don't yell at me. Enjoy the show. All right, it is episode number 10 of Orioles Podcast Feud. We have an elimination matchup tonight between Florida Prospect Report and Section 336. Bailey and Eric, I'll start with you guys. Staved off elimination last time against Bird's Eye View. How are we feeling tonight?
I'm feeling confident. In the middle of basketball season, so totally out of baseball practice, baseball study, baseball knowledge. So should be kind of fun.
All right, and Josh and Matt, Section 336, you guys won your first matchup and then fell to the batter round. So this is your first time actually facing elimination. Are you nervous? Are you excited? What's going through your heads now?
No, I'm excited at the prospect of elimination. Don't have to work this in my schedule anymore, so I'm rooting for it. But we'll see how it goes.
All right. No concerns. We made it past one round, and we told you that was our goal.
You did. You got a win under your belt, which is exciting, and we'll see what happens going forward. Yeah, the scheduling, Matt, has not been the easiest part of this for I'm sure all the parties involved, but nonetheless, I'm thrilled to have all four of you available tonight, and I guess if we're ready, let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm going to pull up the bracket as it stands now. So we are right down here at the little boxed in matchup here. If the winner will face Talkin' Birdie in the next round, the loser will head home. We're coming down the home stretch. This is matchup 10 of 14, potentially 15. So we're coming down the stretch here.
All right, so I'll pick that. There's already three shows sent home. I'm okay.
You're in the final five. So this, I guess, really is for a trip to the final four. And it's a little bit of an uphill battle coming out of the losers bracket, but anything's possible. If you keep winning, keep coming back, you'll have a chance to win the championship. So as long as you're still here, you're not eliminated quite yet. But by the end of this matchup, one more of these logos on the side will be grayscaled out, and we'll have to move on to 4. And then I've got our scoreboard for tonight. And I'll give everybody a quick refresher on the rules. It's very similar to Family Feud. We're playing to 250 points or the leader after 5 rounds if you don't get to 250. When teams steal, they will have a chance to continue guessing until they get an answer wrong. Other than that, it's very similar to Family Feud. Our contestants are going to buzz in using the private chat feature on StreamYard. And so without further ado, Bailey and Matt, you will be my first team to buzz in. And I will say a few of the questions that will be included in tonight's matchup, I see some potential to run the board. That's to say, buzzing in might be kind of key. So make sure you are prepared. All right, we're going to start with Bailey and Matt. There are 100 points available for this question, and the top 6 answers are on the board. Fill in the blank. Jim blank. Bailey.
Palmer.
Jim Palmer coming in as the number 1 answer. Florida Prospect Report, would you guys like to pass or play?
I think we're going to play, right, Eric?
Absolutely, yes. Good decision.
All right, we're going to play.
All right, let's do it. Eric, we're down to you. Fill in the blank. Jim blank.
I'm going to go with Diamond Gentile.
Jim Gentile. Coming in as the number 5 answer. Still have all 3 strikes to work with. 4 answers remaining on the board. Bailey, give me another Jim.
We go with Jim Johnson.
Jim Johnson, a couple 50 save seasons for the Orioles earlier this decade. Starting off strong. Eric, can you keep it going?
I believe yes. I'm going to go with the era on my hat. This is one of my favorite Oriole Gyms of all time. Jim Traber, the Whammer.
Ooh, a great guess.
Oh.
The demographic that came through with the survey did not come up with Jim Traber. That's one that my dad certainly would be disappointed about as well. But nonetheless, that's strike 1. 3 answers left on the board. Bailey, Jim blank.
He wasn't an Oriole very long, but I'm gonna go with Jim Tomei.
Bailey coming in with the top 3 answers on the board so far. Eric, there's 2 left. You still have 2 strikes to go with. Hope you're not disappointed with this next one. What you got?
Well, I'm going to go back to even the 90s. But on my mind, say Jim Poole.
Jim who? Sorry, your audio cut out a second.
Jim Poole, Poole.
Jim Poole is going to be strike number 2. Bailey, we're back up to you. 2 answers left. You're down to your final strike. Section 336 will have a chance to steal if you get this one wrong. Fill in the blank. Jim blank.
This is not looking too good because I'm not sure if I can think of another Oriole Jim. So I'll just throw out a last name. I'll say Jackson.
Jim Jackson. I appreciate the effort, but that is strike 3. Josh and Matt, you guys may discuss amongst yourselves if you can give me another Jim.
I'll first echo the outrage that Traber is not on there. Josh,
I keep thinking of Jims that are not Orioles, and I'm assuming this is narrowed down to Orioles, so it's not very helpful.
Upon further review, Traber definitely should have been on the board. Just didn't get any votes, unfortunately. But I was going through in my head trying to think of other Jims, and he didn't come to mind until Eric said it. But now that you did, I'm surprised he didn't make it.
He belongs.
Yeah, I don't know, Josh. Is there a James we can sneak in here?
That's what I was trying to think of. A James. I keep thinking Jim Hunter, but I don't think that's a guy. I think that's a made-up name.
Oh, Jim Hunter. I wanted to change Jerry Harrison Jr. to Jimmy Harrison Jr., but I like Jim Hunter better.
Yeah, and I was thinking Jim Hardy. What do you think? What do you want to go with?
Give you guys a few more seconds.
Is there Jim Jordan in there? Is there Trainer? I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a Jim out there, another Jim I'm missing.
No, right. I know. I keep thinking of like Jimmy Key and Jim Abbott and guys who weren't like other pitchers, but I can't think.
Oh, Jimmy Key, there's a good one, Josh.
Was Jimmy Key an Oriole?
Yeah, he had a cup of coffee with the Orioles.
All right, then we'll go with Jimmy Key.
Yeah, Jimmy Key.
Jimmy Key, incorrect. 93 points goes to Florida Prospect Report. Survived by the skin of their teeth, and you're not going to like this number 4 answer that I'm about to reveal.
Who's Jim Hunter?
It was indeed Jim Hunter.
That's what I thought. I was thinking the announcer, but that's not a baseball. That's not an Oriole.
That's what I was thinking. He's not an Oriole player, but yeah.
You know what this is? This is this stupid game, just like last week.
Easy, Josh. Easy.
For what news? Where do you go to get your news? Twitter.
People go to Twitter to get their news.
Is number 6 Jimmy Johns?
It is.
That's across
Jimmy
the street
Johns.
from Camden Yards.
Oh, Jim Dwyer.
It's Jim Dwyer.
That's 93.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. I will show the honorable mentions. I got a Jimmy Yacobonis and a Jim Hoey, relief pitcher.
When they said Hunter, I was extremely nervous.
I was thinking Jim Hunter was the announcer, but then I was like, no, I'm getting Jim Palmer confused. And then for
Well,
some
I
reason
thought
was
Jim
thinking
Hunter,
it's-
but I was thinking players. But whatever. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
We
We'll
should have
win
went
the
Jim
next
Hunter.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got the next one.
I'll make sure I'm clear to when it has to be a player, and this is consistent throughout the tournament. If it has to be a player, I will say fill in the blank with an Orioles player. But
all right, let's redo that last question then.
No, thank you.
All right.
All right. Let me pull it back up here.
Can I say I also have never won a single buzz in the history of this game?
Really?
One-on-one
that's your
buzz.
own fault.
I'm going to get the next one.
You'll have to get the next one. All right. 93 points to Florida Prospect Report to start off the game. And we're going to move on to question 2. To buzz in, it'll be Eric and Josh. Make sure you're ready in the private chat. All right. Another one with the top 6 answers. This question has 95 points available. Top 6 answers, again, on the board. Eric and Josh. Name something you can buy in the team store. Josh.
A jersey.
Be more specific, please.
An Orioles jersey.
More specific.
A Adley Rutschman jersey.
A little more specific. I'm just kidding.
Ad-
Jersey's number 1.
I mean, I'm like, what do you want? An Adley,
An
orange
Adley Rutschman,
jersey.
A gray road Adley Rutschman jersey with Baltimore on the front. I was just trying to get in your head a little bit.
I mean, hey,
Jersey is indeed the number 1 answer.
All 6 is different types of jerseys. I can go. All right. Well, we're clearly going to play.
Gonna play? All right, Matt,
Yeah,
we're up
yeah.
to you. Name something that you can buy in the team store.
Hat.
A hat
Be more
/
specific.
cap. Coming in at number 2. Josh, back to you. Yeah, I need to know which logo is on the cap, what color the bill is, the panel.
Let's go with the since these were recent questions. Let's go with the home run chain.
Home run chain is indeed the number 3 answer on the board. Matt, we're back to you. 3 strikes left to work with, 3 more answers to get. Name something that you can buy in the team store.
Oh, trying to think of things that the people will put, things people want. Let's go with bobbleheads.
What?
Bobblehead's not the most popular team store item.
I've never seen any in the team store.
I think they have a handful, but they're never like exceptionally good ones, in my opinion.
All
Josh,
right.
back to you.
How about a
Josh, you
t-shirt?
shouldn't mock your partner's answer either. Okay, but go on.
Well, don't make a stupid answer.
Oh, ow.
Okay,
How about a
Josh.
t-shirt?
How about we say Jim Hunter, but not say Jim Hunter?
Yeah, I needed your assurance.
Josh,
Sure.
what was your answer?
T-shirt.
T-shirt / jersey, player T-shirt, jersey, whatever you want to call those. Number 5 answer on the board for 5 points. Matt, we're back up to you. 2 strikes left, 2 answers left. Name something that you can buy in the team store.
I'm getting nervous here. I got several answers, but now I'm getting nervous. Let's go with baseball cards.
Come on.
Oh,
Baseball cards, I would have been one of my answers. Big baseball card guy. Unfortunately, the survey respondents do not agree. That's strike number 2. Josh, there are 1 strike left to work with. 2 answers still on the board. Name something that you can buy in the team store.
See, I'm narrowing it down to about 3 options, and I'm trying to think what I see people carrying around that they buy. Let's go with a baseball.
Baseball is going to be strike number 3.
Baseball?
I would
Come
have
on,
said
They sell
Josh.
a whole
too.
box of like game-used baseballs. Plus, they sell all the baseballs with the Oriole bird logo on it. They even have the baseballs with the Maryland flag on it. Plenty
They
of
do.
baseballs.
They do. Look, I didn't respond to these questions. I just wrote them.
You know what? There's more baseballs than bobbleheads in that store.
That's true.
Josh, there's so many things in the team store. This was your fault for saying play.
We
I
got
love
all
this.
the
All right.
obvious ones. Let's see if they what they can do.
Bailey and Eric, you may discuss for a chance to steal. There are 87 points on the board as it stands now. 2 answers remaining. Name something that you can buy in the team store for the steal.
So Eric, so I have a bunch of ideas. I'm just gonna list them off. I was thinking maybe game used memorabilia, but since baseball wasn't on there, I don't know if that would be autographed memorabilia, stuffed animals, foam finger seems kind of interesting. Shorts, Hawaiian shirt. I don't know if that it would be on the same category as t-shirt, but just throwing those out there.
My best answer was definitely baseball.
Right.
And, another thing, we're trying to read the minds of the respondents. Like the team store is where people go when it rains and they get a raincoat or an umbrella. So that's another place that my mind is going. But I don't really know how to choose the ideal answer out of all we've assembled.
Yeah, that's tough because I would have never thought of that considering I go to Rays and Marlins games and that's never in the equation. So that's an interesting one.
I'm thinking for what you said, maybe the foam finger is the best, but does that fit into like a larger category that's one of the selections?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if home run chain's on there, then foam finger might be on there. That's kind of my thinking. But I don't hate umbrella or poncho. But I think the one of my on my list I like the most was foam finger. If you want to go with that.
Okay, what's the second one on your list that you like the most?
I was also thinking maybe like pen or marker for autographs.
All right, we're gonna go with your first choice then.
All right, let's do it. Foam finger, final answer.
Foam finger, final answer.
Oh, no
Coming
way.
in.
Bailey!
3 votes.
And it's not even a foam finger; it's like a claw thing, right?
Yeah, I
It's
think
number-
they switch it up every once in a
Oh,
while.
yeah, Josh, they have a chance for the last one.
Go on. Yeah, they
Oh,
got
right, we
still got
one more.
points. That's right.
You guys can continue to guess if you're able to get the number 4 answer.
Ooh.
Give you guys a few more seconds.
Are we allowed to discuss?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think?
I mean, we can go with your answer of umbrella / poncho unless you like stuffed animal or.
Stuffed animal, I think is better.
All right,
Oh,
sure.
wait. Something for like 4-year-olds and younger.
Yeah, like a stuffed Oriole bird.
All right, let's go with that.
All right, stuffed animal it is.
Stuffed animal is incorrect.
All right.
I think all 3 of our honorable mentions were brought up at some point. We've got rain poncho, a plush mascot, and baseball cards.
All right.
Is it
Is
that
number 4,
the orange
is it mini
fist?
baseball bat?
No, it's the orange fist where you put the drink in there.
The drinking
Oh, that's a
fist?
good one, but that's
Okay,
not on the
I'm gonna
board.
say sorry, hat is already there.
The mini bat. I was thinking mini bat. That was
I
on
was
my
thinking
list.
mini
Shoot.
bat, but I couldn't think about them in the team store. Wasn't sure if they
I
were
was
there.
surprised that mini bat was so low on this list because when I've been to 27 26 now that Texas has a new stadium, but I've been to 26 of the current ballparks and I've gotten a souvenir mini bat from every stadium I've been to.
I think that's for Orioles Stadium, Camden Yards. I remember buying that when I was like 8, 10, around that, and at Camden Yards, I really don't see it. I'll check at Ed Smith when I go like in a couple weeks. Nice job, Bailey.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought of like an actual bat when I was thinking like game memorabilia, but I didn't want to risk it because baseball wasn't on there. So I was like, I don't know if bat would be either.
Baseball surprised me to not be on there.
Yeah, I like that answer.
I think if I had mentioned like the team store or like the Orioles authentic store, I think baseball certainly would have been on there because I know they sell a lot of game used balls. But
Yeah.
this was
I was thinking about artwork too because they have that whole store of artwork.
Oh man. Yeah. Next year, ask me to survey me so we can change the answers a little bit and make them a little bit older and cooler.
I will do my best. I wish I could have controlled a little more who was actually willing to respond to the survey because I reached out to a bunch of people on my own, obviously people that weren't going to be in the tournament.
Right.
And then I reached out to a bunch of people and then I opened it up to some more people with just send me a DM if you're interested in helping me out with something. And I think a lot of the people that saw it, especially the older demographic, saw 70 questions on there and was like, I don't know if I really want to do this.
Oh,
but I
that's what
can't
probably
see
would've done.
I can't see who specifically responded like with what answer. But
I'd be interested in seeing the
in any
top
event,
sellers from the actual team store.
Ooh.
yeah, I'm curious to know that as well.
John
yeah.
Angelos, open up your books.
Right. Go ask him
Please.
this Wednesday or whenever it
Store
is. Inappropriate, Matt.
All right.
Inappropriate question.
Highly inappropriate.
Florida Prospect Report has 183 points on the board. Section 336 show with 0. But if you run the table, you can still win. We're going to move on to question number 3. Bailey and Matt, it'll be up to you to buzz in. Question number 3. There are 86 points available. The top 8 answers are on the board. Fill in the blank with a 2022 Orioles player. Matt?
Oh, yes, I buzzed in first. Oh. Now, with a 2022 Orioles player?
Well, I hadn't even gotten to the question part of it yet.
That was not that you didn't finish. Son of a gun.
But you buzzed in. I need an answer.
Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman is incorrect. Bailey, we're going to head over to you. I'm going to finish reading the question, and then you give me your answer.
All right.
Fill in the blank with a 2022 Orioles player. I think I could beat blank one-on-one in a game of basketball.
Oh.
Man, eight options. I'm gonna go with Keegan Aiken. That's the first person I thought of.
Good pick.
The people agree. Keegan Aiken is the number 4 answer on the board. Eric, I know you're a basketball guy. This wasn't by design, but would you guys like to pass or play?
Eric, what do you think?
Play.
Yeah, let's play.
All right. There are 7 answers to go. You can run the table, win the game. You have 3 strikes to work with. Eric, it's all you. Fill in the blank with a 2022 Orioles player. I think I could beat blank one-on-one in a game of basketball.
I have played basketball. Orioles prospect. I'm not them, but they're not included on this list. Going around the roster, Felix Bautista's probably tall, but he's slow. I'm going to say Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Oh,
That's going to be strike 1. I don't know. Mountcastle strikes me as a guy who would kick my butt. I don't know. But maybe you feel differently. Bailey, we're going to head back up to you.
Ooh.
I think I could beat blank one-on-one in a game of basketball.
Robinson Chirinos.
Robinson Chirinos coming in at number 3. 38 years old, not the most mobile, not the most athletic guy. Good answer there. Eric, back down to you. I think I could beat blank one-on-one in a game of basketball.
Choose this answer based on height. I don't think this person is tall, and I'm not short. So I'm going to go with Urias.
Ramon Urias, the number 5 answer on the board. A little bit of momentum going now. Bailey, back to you. Who do you think you could beat one-on-one in a game of basketball?
I'm going to continue to be ageist after picking Chirinos and go with Jordan Lyles. Man.
The strategy failed you there, unfortunately, which means you're down to your final strike. Eric, we're back to you. Who could you beat one-on-one in a game of basketball?
All right. I'm going to go with a player that I would most beat. Austin Hayes.
Well, Austin Hayes, you said?
Yeah.
Austin Hayes coming in as the last answer on the board for another 6 points. That's 41 on the board as it stands now. Bailey, we're going to head back up to you and see if you can keep it rolling. Who could you beat one-on-one?
Well, I thought of what would be a good answer, but I don't even know if he was around long enough for people to think of him as a 2022 Oriole. But since I thought of him, I feel like I have to guess him. Jesus Aguilar?
Well, that's a good guess. But incorrect, which means Josh and Matt have a chance to keep their hopes alive. There are 4 answers remaining. All you have to do is give me one of them. If you give me one, you can continue giving me more. Fill in the blank with a
Matt.
2022 Orioles player. I think I could beat blank one-on-one in a game of basketball.
I thought Jesus as well.
Guys.
But how about Odor? I'm thinking Odor.
Yeah,
Older,
I mean,
clumsy
he'll be a
guy.
little nervous. He might get a little physical and punch you in the middle of the
Might
game.
be a little off the field stuff.
The age is a little bit older. He's relatively short, not super athletic in terms of compared to maybe some of the other guys.
And not a fan favorite, so someone that people will think is lesser of.
The other two guys that came immediately to mind, Santander, just sometimes a little bit awkward in the outfield, perhaps.
Yeah, but he's still a big guy.
Yeah, and the other guy I don't know his height, but I don't think he's very big, Vavra.
Vavra's not a bad one, but would that come to mind for people? I also thought DJ Stewart, but he wasn't on the team last year.
Also Vavra looks like he's 12, so I think that might impact as well.
Right.
But I think Odor is the best answer.
Odor's
the other
more of a
one for
fan
consideration
top of mind.
would be McKenna because he's short, but Odor. Let's go with Odor.
Yeah.
Rougned Odor?
Yep.
Rougned Odor. Hey, we got
Odor
something.
Comes in as the number 2 answer. That gives you guys 57 points. If you'd like to continue, no goose egg, no bird's eye view up in here tonight. You may continue guessing if you choose. I'm not going to force you to, but I don't see the downside.
The other guy I thought of, Matt. The other guy I thought of is Brett Phillips, but again, he was not on the team that long.
Yeah, I would put him in the. If they didn't guess Aguilar, I don't think they're under Phillips.
All right.
I'm blank on this. Who was the catcher? Who was the catcher before? I mean, we had Chirinos. Yeah. Who was backing up Chirinos before Adley came? Because that might be another guy. But I'm blanking for something.
I'm completely blanking. But let's go with Vavra. Right. Let's go with a guess of Vavra.
Terran Vavra.
Terran Vavra puts a few more points on the board, up to 63.
Again, the other two guys.
What about? There's also Cedric Mullins, who's pretty short.
He is pretty short.
If you got a little height on him, he's going to be fast, and he seems like a little squirmy guy.
He can jump high based on the way he leaps the wall.
Right.
I like the squirmy description.
The other guy is McKenna, Santander, Mullins. I'm good with any of those
McKenna. Three. McKenna's definitely looks like a white boy can't jump situation.
I don't know why you got to do the white boy thing, but
because we're talking basketball.
Yeah,
it's a reference to an old movie before people that were. All right, so where do you want to go? I like McKenna. Who do you want to go?
All right, let's go with McKenna. Ryan McKenna.
The points will stop there. Ryan McKenna is not on the board. So you guys will get those 63, and I'll reveal what is left on the board. I really enjoy these honorable mentions. We've got Joey Crable, Anthony Santander, nobody, which is probably correct, and then present-day Brooks Robinson. Not a 2022 Orioles player, but a funny answer. I appreciate it. I think most of us should be able to beat Brooks Robinson in the present day. I don't know. Coming in at number 6.
The answer is Kevin Brown. I'm quitting the show. All right, go ahead.
Cedric Mullins was on the board at number 6, shorter guy. And then number 1, another short guy. His name was not mentioned at all, which is surprising for a number 1 answer. Cionel Perez.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't go with the bullpen in my mind, but yeah, that's a good one.
He's really short. He's shorter than he looks.
I think he's listed at like 5'9", and I'm pretty sure he's like 5'6", 5'7".
Correct. I just assume guys who can throw that hard are bigger, but yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, so give me a second here to adjust. That is 63 points. Slide. So many steps to get this thing back up on the board. It's very annoying.
Win-win, Josh. I buzzed in first, and we won the board. So that's hashtag.
Buzzed in a little prematurely, but it ended up working out for you.
That's not the first time it's happened to me.
All right, a 120-point lead right now for Florida Prospect Report. We're going to move on to question number 4, which is going to be Eric and Josh to buzz in. All right. Question 4, there are 97 points available. The top 7 answers are on the board. The beginning of this question is going to scare you, but I promise it's not that bad. Name a number that is retired by the Orioles. Josh.
8.
8. Worn by Cal Ripken Jr., of course. 42 points right off the bat. Would you guys like to pass or play?
No, we're playing this one. You got this, Matt.
I hope so.
I know you know the players. We'll see if you know the numbers. Matt, we're up to you. Name a number that is retired by the Orioles.
All right. I'm terrible at jersey numbers, but I have 3 at least. I'll go with 5.
5 for the aforementioned Mr. Brooks Robinson. Going right on down the board. Josh, back to you. Name a number that is retired by the Orioles.
33.
Josh,
Skipped
we're going in
one, but
order. You
still
messed
on
it
the
up.
board.
I didn't know we were going on order. I'm sorry. I'll let you get number 3.
Thank you. 22.
Let's see if you got it, Matt. 22 indeed, Mr. Jim Palmer. There are 3 answers remaining. Josh, 3 strikes left to work with. Name a number that is retired by the Orioles.
4.
The Earl of Baltimore at number 4. Off to a strong start. I mentioned at the beginning of the show that there were a couple questions in here that I saw some potential to run the table. 2 answers left, 3 strikes still to work with. Matt, name a number that is retired by the Orioles.
Yeah, this is Josh. I don't have
Come on,
any
Matt.
of the numbers.
There's 2 numbers.
Okay. There's 2 more numbers. This might be wrong. I don't know if this counts. 42.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
All right.
A
good.
great answer. I was worried that one would be forgotten on the list.
I thought I was gonna have to save you, Matt, with that one. But number 20.
But one person came in clutch with number 42, and number 20 is Josh's guess. Frank Robinson
There you go, Josh.
is
Thanks.
indeed the correct answer. The buzz got you that time. What was that, Eric?
Nice job.
Ah, nice job indeed. Easy one there to run the table, get you right back in the game. And
Well, it was a
honorable
nice
mention.
question that wasn't opinion based.
Yeah.
That
Well,
helps
and
out.
nice try. I got a couple guesses that were incorrect. 6, 12, and 44.
Now
Close,
you
but not
could've-
quite.
Now there's other numbers that aren't retired but just not used. So you could have extended it with like number 7.
That's true. That aren't formally retired, but not used anymore.
Yeah, or ones
But,
that should be like 35 for Mike Messina until.
How do we feel about retiring Adam Jones number 10? Do we think that's in
No.
store at some point?
No, he's not a Hall
No?
of Famer. Just look at that list. Tell me where Adam Jones fits on that list.
That's it. That's a good point. A good point. I think I lean
high
toward
bar.
that as well.
If Adam Jones was a Yankee, that number would be retired.
It's a recency effect thing for Adam
Yeah.
Jones.
That's true. All right. It's really just longevity. I mean, he was a great player. Don't get me wrong, but all right. Right back in it. Section 336 with 160 points. Still trail by 23, but whoever wins this final round will take home the crown.
Oh,
in
I
advance.
love it.
It's right down to the wire, just the way I like it. And we're going to move on now to question number 5. And we're back to Bailey and Matt
Oh, my goodness.
to buzz in. So make sure you are prepared. Question number 5. There are 88 points available. The top 8 answers are on the board. Name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run since the start of 2012. Bailey.
I mean, there's so many options.
Need an answer pretty quick for the buzz-in.
Taylor Teagarden.
Taylor Teagarden is incorrect. I'm sorry. He did hit a walk-off home run, but like you said, there are a lot of names. Matt, we're going to head down to you. Name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run since the start of 2012.
Yeah, I'll go recency bias and Rougned Odor.
Rougned Odor is indeed on the board.
It's so
Teagarden
good.
was
Number 1.
2012. Actually, Bailey, if you rewatch the Taylor Teagarden walk-off home run, you can see me in the ground crew shed jumping, leaping out of my seat as the ball escaped. It was the 13th inning. I wanted to go home. I had a date that night. So that's definitely a memorable one for me, but the voters, unfortunately, not on the same page.
Man.
Josh and Matt, would you guys like to pass or play?
What do you think, Josh? Do you have a strong say here?
I mean, I could get some names. The question is, can we get 7 more without getting 3 strikes when there's been so many? So
yeah, let's
play and get the
let's.
do you want to
Let's
play?
pass it back. I got some names too. Yeah, I got some names too, and let them say all the names,
all right,
and then we'll get the ones that they forgot.
All right,
or that they couldn't include.
Yeah, we'll give them a chance to beat us. They've got the lead. We'll pass.
All right, we'll pass it.
All right, a strategic pass in the final round, which means, Eric, we are over to you. Name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run since the start of 2012.
Let's go with
Sorry, I lost my page. Chris Davis coming in as the number 4 answer. Bailey, back up to you. Name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run since the start of 2012.
My gut answer that I didn't go with when I said Teagarden was Manny Machado, so I'm going to go with Manny Machado.
Manny Machado on the board at number 2. Still 3 strikes left to go. Eric, name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run since the start of 2012. Anthony Santander on the board. Off to a strong start. There are 4 answers left. Bailey, we're back to you.
Go with Adam Jones.
Adam Jones had a couple, I believe. One of them against the Phillies, and I got to clean up the leftover pie off the warning track. So that was fun. Still 3 strikes to go. 3 answers left on the board. We'll see if it's starting to get a little fuzzy. Eric, name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run in the last 10 years, start of 2012.
Robert.
Is that Robert Andino, you said?
Yeah.
Andino, incorrect. I don't remember. I'm not doubting that he did. I don't remember it. Obviously, we know the walk-off single in 2011. I don't know if he ever hit a walk-off homer. I'm not doubting it. I just don't remember it. Bailey, back to you. 2 strikes left to go. 3 answers on the board.
I'm going to go with Matt Wieters. I know he had a walk-off grand slam against the Rays. It should be on there.
He did indeed, but the voters did not remember as well. You'll see him in honorable mention. 2 strikes. Down to your final life there. 3 answers still on the board. If you don't give me one of them here, Eric, Section 336 will have a chance to steal and win the game. Name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run since the start of 2012.
I'm going to go with Austin.
Austin Hayes is strike number 3. Josh and Matt, you may discuss. Everything's on the line here. Name an Oriole who has hit a walk-off home run since the start of 2012.
We didn't think about the strategy of not being able to steal at the end and not having any. I got a bunch of, so,
Josh, remind me. Okay.
All right.
Remind me of one. Okay, go ahead.
Ones that come to mind is I think Hardy had one in Boston. In my mind, I could be making it up, but I think Hardy had one.
Yeah.
So I thought of that, and I thought of Mark Trumbo early on. But this is, again, there's recency bias, and a lot of people will forget Mark Trumbo.
Okay. Can I ask you about a real recent one?
Yeah.
Was this a tie, or did this walk it off? The Kyle Stowers home run to center. Stowers' first home run. Was that a walk-off?
I think that tied it. I don't think he has a walk-off.
Was that a tie? The other one, and I can't recall the specific one, but surely Trey Mancini at some point walked it off, right, too?
I was trying to think if Trey had one, because people will say Trey, but he might be an honorable mention for not actually having one.
Yeah. I also, for some reason, I don't know. I just was done thinking about home run hitters like Nelson Cruz, Ryan Mountcastle. Maybe at some point
Cruz is a good answer. Cruz had to have some.
Yeah, I would think he would have.
I like Cruz.
So we got Trumbo, Cruz, or Mancini.
Or
I
Hardy.
see the gears turning. I'll give you guys a few more seconds.
What do you think, Josh, between those?
I think Trumbo.
Over
Or
Mancini
Cruz.
or Cruz?
I don't know. I can't think of a Mancini one off the top of my head, and you would think I'd remember that one.
Yeah, but people are just saying stuff on this survey.
Yeah, but he makes sure that the actual answers are in the slots. If they didn't hit one, like old Brooks Robinson became an honorable mention, not a real answer. But you want to go Mancini and go with recency?
5 more seconds, guys.
How about Cruz? Nelson Cruz.
All right, Nelson Cruz.
Yeah, it's no big deal, Josh. It's a whole freaking game on the line.
Right.
Let's go with Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz is incorrect. Florida Prospect Report survives and advances with 72 points in the final round. Well, you're not going to like seeing these last couple answers.
Before the answers are revealed, I was thinking Trumbo and Hardy whenever I said my last guess, which I think was Wieters that also got wrong. So I was nervous when those names were, because I know they both hit walk-offs.
Right.
Also,
the fact
Nelson
that Wieters
Cruz
didn't come up.
Hit one in the prop that I was at. Double, not a home run. He won the double.
Yeah, and remember, a walk-off, of course, has to be at home. I know Josh mentioned Hardy with a go-ahead shot in Boston.
Right.
No.
Does not qualify.
Yeah, I didn't think about a walk-off has to be at home. Good point.
Right.
All right, I want to see these, Ryan. Come on now.
All right, so honorable mentions. We had Matt Wieters, Mark Trumbo, Nate McLouth, and Chris Dickerson all got mentioned. And every name on this board does have at least one walk-off home run in this period. Coming in at number 8, I was surprised to see this answer, but very happy because I love this person. It was his first career home run. It came in an opposite field shot against, I believe, the New York Mets. Henry Urrutia.
That's awesome.
Right.
Nice.
I'm so glad
no
he
one's
made
gonna
it on the
believe
board.
me. I thought of him, but I couldn't think of the name. I was like the guy who hit his first career home run, but I couldn't think of his name.
Henry Urrutia, one of the nicest guys you could ever hope to meet. Love him. Glad he made it on the board. Coming in at number 7, he did have a walk-off home run. I think it came against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Trey Mancini. And at number 5, I'm sure if Paul Valley was watching right now, he would be texting me beside himself that no one got this answer because it was the day he got engaged to his wife, Laura. Coming in at number 5 off of Roberto Osuna, Rio Ruiz.
Oh, I was not going to get that one. Rio Ruiz. All right.
Nope. Hey, Matt, no scheduling issues.
Success.
That is the one benefit of no longer being in the tournament is I can stop bothering you, and we can stop telling you you're not available on certain nights.
We did better than 4 other teams.
You did. You made the final 5. That's impressive in its own right. 182, 183. Sorry, I'm just editing the final scoreboard here so I can pull that up. Now I've learned that the Twitter, for whatever reason, likes to show this screen as its thumbnail after I've ended the broadcast, despite the fact that I take it off the screen and play an outro video. So I'm hoping that Twitter doesn't give away the result before people get a chance to watch, as it has done many times before. But in any event, Florida Prospect Report advances past Section 336, whom I will no longer have to bother about scheduling. Eric and Bailey, I will continue bothering you. I know, Eric, especially your schedule's a little busy with coaching basketball, but we'll make it work. You're in the Final 4. Congratulations. How you feeling?
Pretty excited. That was scary at the end, but
right.
It was a great game. Definitely a fun time.
Right. Great job. Thank you. The question was, I think, the best question of the night. Glad it really could have gone.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Matt and Josh, I've asked all of my eliminated teams to this point, if you could describe your time in this tournament in 3 words, what would they be? Matt, I'll start with you.
3 words, waste of time, Ryan. That's what I got for you.
Is that 4 words?
Waste of time, Ryan.
Yeah, drop the Ryan. Waste of time. Pause. Ryan.
Waste of time. All right. Josh,
Josh,
how
I
about
didn't
you?
want to speak for you there. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say out of touch.
Out of
Because
touch.
we're not
Okay.
in touch with these younger, newer Oriole fans.
Well, in any event, I'm thrilled that you guys were a part of this. I appreciate it so much. Thank you to all four of you for doing this with me. It's been a ride. We've made it to the Final Four. Only a handful of matchups left. Bailey and Eric, we will see you two again. Josh and Matt, I'm sure I will see you around. I'm going to run my new outro video, and we will see you all next time on Orioles Podcast Feud, hosted by Give That Fan a Podcast. Thank you, as always, to Derek and Tony at Utah Street Report for hosting the show. We'll see you next time.